Yes, people. Here we are. Listen, I wasn't going to let you lot down. Game week 12 review. Some mad games. We finished with a mad 4-4 game and all of that. Some people's team won convincingly, second in the table, holding his smile. I see you. It's cool. But listen, I've got my guy Skants here from SkantsTV. What you say, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yourself?
I'm all right. It's always nice when the team win before international break.
Exactly
On your
that.
rest for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just gonna let you guys know that the resident Newcastle fan should come on. If he does, we'll give him the great welcome he deserves. Yeah, a real South Coast welcome. But before we get into that, listen, we're gonna start with the big game. Yesterday, Man City or Chelsea, Man City, Chelsea were at home. 4-4, man. What did you think, Skants?
Boy, it's a wild game, man. I know I keep saying it, but that was wild. I thought the Chelsea Tottenham one was wild, but wow. Like, you got to give your props to Chelsea, man. To come back 3 times against Man City, you got to give them a props. And what they've been poor at all season is finishing. They've been good in the build-up play, but they haven't been able to finish. And yesterday, it took all their chances, and Raheem Sterling take a bow. He was back to his best. That guy was on smoke yesterday. He was on it. I don't know what was said to him, or is he sort of like thinking like Pep, you shouldn't have got rid of me, but he was on one yesterday, man. Like, he was brilliant. Carl Palmer at the end of that, the penalty to what's it called,
cold,
just stepped up and just took it like it was so nonchalant. And then you hear him stuff in the and he's like, the press conference saying, "Oh, he doesn't practice penalties." You're like, yeah, like it's something about him, man. It's like it's an arrogance, but it's not a smug arrogance. You get what I mean? Like, arrogance is in I know how good I am. You get what I mean? So it was a good game, man. And City didn't look good. Like, that's the first time Pep's team's letting 4 goals in the Premiership.
Oh, is it ever?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, not ever.
Oh, yeah,
I think
sugar. That's
a
mad.
couple of years. It was a couple of years. I think we've beaten them once. I think we've beaten them once or twice by 4 goals.
You're probably the last one where you did it at Anfield, didn't it? You smoked them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was what? Now you're looking at what? 2018, 19 season possibly. So you're looking at 4 or 5 years
about
ago.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Boy. Yeah. Now, you know what? I feel
days,
like
man.
it is what I'm agreeing with you. Sterling yesterday, like I always feel players against the old club are always going to turn up anyway. And I said it before the game. I was like, and these 2 players, Cole Palmer's just been sold by City. You knew he was going to have an alright game, but Sterling lit it up. That Sterling reminded me of like prime Liverpool Sterling, prime City Sterling. He was just everywhere. Like, I don't know if you saw the one where he was barging off, man, right? And because he's so small, you think you can knock him off. But you can't barge the guy, He's mad strong. You know what I mean? Man, he definitely ate his provisions, bro.
Yeah. And when was the last time you saw Walker in so much trouble in the league? Like, you know what I mean? Like, look at last season. He had Zuni, what's it called? Real Madrid back pocketed and Sane when they played him back pocketed Sane. You get what I mean? So that's the first time I'd say for about what, a good 2-3 years, Walker's been cooked like that. Like, Sterling was just on smoke, man. That guy was he was on it.
And you know what, with that as well, like, you could tell the tempo. And I think we spoke about it before. Chelsea, a lot of people are like, Chelsea's going to get smoked. We kind of knew that they played well against you guys at home, did well against us at home. Chelsea do well at home against the big teams. Like, it doesn't matter on their form. And, you kind of felt like, I think City kind of underestimated them a little bit and felt, oh, you know what, Doku did it against, who did he play against in the last game? We dusted them up. Was it Milner or whoever was right? Or whoever it was, United, and I think the game before that at home, I can't remember who it was, but he dusted them off. But then obviously you've gone
Bournemouth.
He
got the 4 goals and the 4 assists and a goal.
Yeah. So like with that, you kind of think, all right, cool. But Chelsea's different, and Poch set them up perfectly. Like, I feel like the Gallagher move was perfect. Like, Gallagher in midfield was running, and I always say with Chelsea, if they've got that alongside Caicedo and Enzo, who didn't have the best games, both of them. I'm going to save that for another day because Enzo deserves some flack soon because he ain't doing nothing. I'm sorry.
It's true.
But we'll save
It's
that
true.
one for that. It's bad. It's real bad. But yeah, I think Gallagher was phenomenal. Sterling definitely man of the match. And Chelsea should have won it. I feel like we're saying our draw is a good result, but I think they'll be a bit like we should have beaten them, because with City, you've got to win these games when they're off because you're going to go to the Etihad now when they're on form. They're going to smoke you, be like, yo, we should have dealt with them, But you know what I mean? And that's what they, and that annoying brat scored as well. I don't know about you, but I hate Rodri with a passion. And I hate the fact he always gets them goals.
No, so you hate Rodri. For Liverpool's fans, it's Bernardo Silva. Can't stand the guy, man.
Why?
He's a quality player. It's because of like how he acts towards Liverpool. So when we won the league, and they gave us a guard of honor. He's the only one who didn't clap. Didn't clap the guard of honor.
I need to watch that. Is it?
He didn't clap the guard of honor. So since that day, Liverpool fans can't stand that guy, man. And he's always like.
I was thinking why in the group you said that yesterday when you were like, "I'd hate Bernardo." I was like, why?
He's always petulant against Liverpool. So Liverpool fans can't stand him, man. Don't get me wrong, he's a quality player. As a player, I rate the guy. But as a person, I can't stand him, man.
Nah, do you know what? Did you see that turn he did to Caicedo in midfield?
Yeah.
Like, he literally received it. When I watched that, I was like, I looked at Caicedo and I thought, how much did you cost again? You as well. Like, as I said, them two, we're going to save that show because them two have been very, very underwhelming.
I've got some words on them. Like someone was talking to me about the other day, but like you said, we'll chat another time about them too.
Defo for sure. But nah, listen, I think Chelsea should have won. Put in a great performance. City, you know what? They never stress for the point. For them, it's like, cool, we've got a point, we've got out of there, we've done our thing. So I'm sure they'll be all right. Just want to touch, we're going to go into the next one now because we saw how much of a classic that was. Wolves versus Tottenham. Let me sip my water because I'm going to enjoy this one. 1 second. Water tastes sweet. So, Wolves beat Tottenham 2-1. I think you're quite good with your little predictions. I think you did say, what game was it when you said, I feel like Spurs are going to start struggling from now? I think before the Chelsea game.
The Chelsea game, just before the Chelsea game.
And
I
here
think
we are.
It's like to be honest with you, like obviously we've all got like fans who go over the top, and we got sensible fans. A lot of the sensible Spurs fans knew that they've got their bare 11. They've got the bare 11 players. They haven't got the squad, and they've been hit with they got eight injuries plus including suspensions out, and they haven't got the squad. And don't get me wrong, they started off. I watched the game. They started off well. Johnson scored after 2 minutes, and after he scored, he thought, you know what, looks like they're going to win this game. But then after that goal, Wolves were all over him. But Wolves ain't got a goal scorer. They got no one to finish it. So they had all the build-up play, they had all the great play, and you're thinking, when it got to the 90th minute, you think, Tottenham going to get away. This 1-0, they're going to win it. But then that guy come on, I can't remember his name. 10 minutes,
Sarabia.
comes on. Yeah, that's the one. Comes on his first goal. What a goal that was.
Bro, I watched it. The first time I was like, did he do that first time? You know what I mean? You're thinking, let it drop. Man didn't even let it drop, bro. Like, unbelievable.
What a goal. And then sets it up. Comes on in 10 minutes, scores and sets up a goal, and you're thinking, that's it. And then you see expressions going mad, going thing, but they deserved it. They deserved the win, the way they played. And like you said, but the thing is, again, he's been honest about it. He knows that they haven't got the squad to cope.
Yeah, definitely.
You get what I mean?
And
like I said,
it's funny though, isn't it? Because you said it, you did say a long time ago about their squad, and obviously they've been found out. And you kind of felt when the first goal went in, I know that it was like 2-3 minutes left, but I know we say Spursy, but you just feel they're going to concede again. Like I've literally stood there. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could see it. You can see it coming, man. Once that first goal went in, but then the thing is, you can't even blame it because it's like all the old players, isn't it? It's like they're used to that sort of thing. You're saying the capitulation. You can't really knock them for it. Like they've done brilliantly. Like Big Ad just come in and he's done brilliant. He's worked wonders with them. But again, like people saying, "No, he hasn't got a second tactic." He sort of did, yes, on Saturday because they weren't so attacking. After they got the first goal, after like first 20 minutes, they basically just sat back because they couldn't do anything. I forgot Song was playing.
Yeah, shoot.
Like he didn't touch the ball.
What's it expression says? Synonymous. Yeah, nah, you're right. No, it's true. Like the thing is with him as well. He goes on bursts, isn't it? Like he has like a little burst of 4 or 5 games where, like, look at when he played against us. You think, oh, look at Son, Liverpool as well. You think, right? If he never maintains it all the way through, he always hits that couple 4, 5, 6 games, and it's the wrong time for him to drop out of form because you've now lost a talisman in Madison. You've lost Van der Ven, who I think is their best defender. Udogie, who they said, I think they said he might be injured. And I think as well, I think you could just see the uncertainty. As soon as Eric Dyer come in the back, that was like us when Rob Holding come in. You know, like when you've got your set defense, when one person comes, you've had it with Liverpool as well, when you lost Van Dijk and you had to do the Chuckle Brothers at the back. Actually, I rate Phillips because Phillips did do his thing, but the other, what's the young one's name?
Williams.
God. You know what I mean? But when you lose that quality and you go back to your normal team, you know what type of performance you're getting. And Eric Dyer, Davis, Royale in that back 4 or whatever they played, you knew it was going to go wrong.
Yep. And they've got no players coming back until after January, innit? It's when
until January.
Mickey Van der Ven,
But even with that, do you think they'll come back at the beginning of January? Or is it like Jan's like the earliest? So it could even be February. Because don't forget,
that's what I'm saying. They said it's January, but it could be February. So it's not. You just never know. It depends how physio goes and how they recover, really.
And they lose Son, they lose Basuma, they lose Sarr, because Son goes Asia Cup, I think. Sarr, Basuma go AFCON. Like, listen, things are peak, and the things they're not going to go out and spend big, are they? Like, I don't think.
Nah, they won't.
You know,
that's not their chairman, man. They don't go out and spend, so they have to. Realistically, if they want to make the top 4, say they're in the position now, come January, they're in around 4th. If they want to make the Champions League, they have to go out and spend.
Facts, absolute facts. Yeah, is it top 5 for Champions League now? 4? I
think it's top. It's top 4, but they're saying the algorithm of points or whatever, the Premiership should get a 5th spot. So I think it all depends on how far they go into the competition. So if you get 2 or 3 into the quarterfinals, I think if you get 2 into the quarterfinals, then we should get the 5th spot.
Oh, that would be calm then. That would be right. And I think that will be a battle though, because you've got teams like Villa and that really pushing, boy. So it's going to be a tough one for them. Just going to touch on Wolves quickly. I think alluded to what you said before. They've played decent football. And I just want to shout out Gary O'Neill, because we never shout out like the smaller teams and the managers and stuff. Yeah, this guy at Bournemouth did a fantastic job. And I think Bournemouth got gassed by the whole get like a European manager tactic and all of this. Like they've looked at the Xabi Alonso, the Xavi, the Arteta, all of that type of mold, and they've gone and got that guy from, I think he used to play for Bilbao. And like he's done a phenomenal job. Like he's really got them playing great football. Like they don't have players that we all know. Like I played the other day, I never heard Belagard or Bellang, something like that.
God, it's just centre midfielder. Is it centre midfielder?
Yeah, I was like, who's this? I've never seen him before.
He played against Liverpool, and I was like, who's this kid? Where's he come from?
I'm telling you, you know what I mean? I think clubs like Wolves need to really, push their academy players, and they've got good players that they've signed. That Cunha, I think, is good, but he's finishing. Oh my goodness gracious!
Can't finish. He could.
Bro, he's always in the position, and I think if you could just finish, you would be a player that a lot of teams would be going for. You know what I mean?
And they paid a lot of money for him as well.
Big money for him. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was what?
That's like 40 million or something.
Is it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh wow! Damn. But they look all right, man. Good midfield, good defense. Gary Neal's got them. I think Kilman I like as well. He's good. Hwang's look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got him playing again. He's got him playing again. Yeah.
So no, very, very impressive win for them. We'll see how Spurs recover after the break because I think they're gonna probably be banking like, please, no more injuries. But as an Arsenal fan, I don't wish injury upon anyone. First of all, let me just say, but I don't want to see the club do well. So whatever may happen, yeah. Following on from that, we had Bournemouth, Newcastle. Oh, I wanted the resident Newcastle one fan for this one. Bournemouth won 2-0. Boy, I don't think. Do you know what? I want to say no one expected that, but we just come out of Europe as well, and it was just played the European game this week.
Yeah. They played Tuesday.
So it's kind of Tuesday, and again, listen. I know it sounds like I'm giving you bare props, but listen, it is what it is. Like you did say before the season, Newcastle, the Champions League, Interleague, they're gonna find it hard. It's all fairy tale stuff, but when you're doing it, bro, it's difficult.
Exactly. It's not even the fact that, like I said, like and everyone else knows I rate Howe, but he's not experienced of playing every 3 days. Like Newcastle played an intense style. That's their style. They're physical. They're non-stop running, and they're a good team. But to be able to do that every 3 days and not like change gears, if you get what I mean. They're always full throttle for 90 minutes. Where you look at, say, Liverpool, all the big teams who've been in Europe, they'll know when to think, right, let's like drop down the gears a bit, just keep the ball for 20 minutes, save our legs, you get what I mean? Where Newcastle really haven't got that sort of style at the moment, they're just non-stop. And you've obviously got to put into context as well, they've got 13 first-team players out. Like, that's crazy.
That's absolutely.
You get what I mean? So, like, you can understand why they've lost this game. You know what I mean? Had a tough game on Tuesday against Dortmund. You lost 2-0. You've given it all you there. You picked up another couple more injuries on that game. You turned up on Saturday, the furthest away game that you could possibly play for Newcastle. You get what I mean, on the South Coast.
Yeah.
You start the game. You get a couple of more injuries in that game as well, and you're down to the bare bones. Like they're knackered. Like, don't get me wrong, they didn't play that well. Bournemouth played really well, but you can understand where it's coming from. You get what I mean? They haven't got a squad to cope. Too many injuries.
Yeah, now spot on. I feel like, we said it at the beginning of the season as well. Their style of play is just full throttle. Like, it's just a full throttle thing, and you can't, like you said, you got. I think you lot used to do that rock and roll football. It was constant. But at some point, bro, you can't push it that much. Push it that much. But obviously, you guys found a way. You had your higher quality got you through in games. The individual Mane and Salah and Firmino. I feel like Newcastle lack that. They've got, like, you look up top, Isaac when he's playing scores goals. I think Wilson, again, you alluded to it before, he's good against certain teams. He can't play against everyone and perform to a certain way. Like, I feel like when we play Newcastle, like, Isak's the one I'm worried about more. Wilson's is kind of like, if you just hold your box, defend solidly, he doesn't really do much. He's not really going to burn past you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, I think like they're lacking there. I think midfield, obviously the Tonali thing, now they've got Jonathan, Longstaff, Willock. It's good. It's not top, but it just does a job in defensively. Without Botman, they're struggling. And the big one for me, I think Nick Pope, man, I think his form's been a bit off recently. You know what I mean? And it's hard because it's like, who do they replace him with? I know, again, our resident Newcastle fan has been screaming Dubravka, but that's a big drop in quality. You know what I mean? I just think Nick Pope for them is, I don't know about what you think, I'm going to ask you after, but I think he's a bit too rigid at times. Like Alisson, all right, he's tall, whatever, but he's got a bit nimble. He's a bit nimble. He can spray a ball. He can do this. He's shot stopping, as we saw again over the weekend. Nick Pope's not really saving like he was last season and the season before. I don't know. Something's a bit off.
Yeah, he's a good goalkeeper, but he's not a modern day goalkeeper. If you get what I mean, he's not really good with his feet. He can't play out from the back. He can't pick a pass like from, I don't know, right backs on the touchline, ping a ball out to your right back, or shoot a ball through the midfield. He can't really do that. He's just an out and out shot stopper. And you're right with his form. Like, he's making, I don't know. I think it's more you know, when a keeper saves it, you either want him to hold it or parry it round the corner. Where now it seems to be, when he's making a save, it's like he's always pushing it out into danger. I'm like, this weren't you last year. What's going on?
Yeah.
So maybe it's because he got, and hasn't he been dropped from the England squad? I don't know if that sort of knocked his confidence.
I'm not sure.
I don't think.
Is he in it?
I don't.
Who did they take?
He wasn't in the last one, and I don't know if he's in this one. I'm sure Ramsdale's back. I think it's Ramsdale, Johnson, and Pickford. I don't think.
Is it? Oh, they didn't take both.
Yeah. Nah, I think it's the second one in a row now. I don't think he was in the last one either. So I don't know if that's knocked his confidence a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, do you know, it's not that, like I said, like you're saying, I think you've got to be good with your feet now as a goalkeeper. Just the way teams play naturally. And I think you look at the even if you look at the lower teams, bro, you look at Wolves, Jose Sarr, you look at Burnley, Trafford, like everyone's got a goalkeeper that can kind of play out from the back. And I feel like Nick Pope, when I look at him, he reminds me of Courtois in the sense of Courtois a good goalkeeper, but again, he's not really the best with his feet.
Exactly.
And it does, if you know, Howe wants to play that way. And I remember I said it last season, and the resident Newcastle fan had a go at me, and I said, you're going to have to upgrade him at some stage. You're going to have to, because if you lot want to play this expansive football, you want to have Trippier and Livramento bombing and doing all this, your goalkeeper has to be able to spray the ball. What's the point of my wing back bombing on trying to look for the ball, and I'm going to have to pass it to my centre back before giving out there? You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
I think they need to change that up. But that was a disappointing result for them. I don't think Howe's under any pressure, but I feel like he needs players back quickly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He does. He does, because they got, after the international break, they got some big games, and then obviously they got two major Champions League games where they need to get results if they want to qualify. Well, qualify for the knockout stage or go into Europa. But me personally, I think they should, if they don't qualify for the top two, then don't go into Europa, man, because you ain't got a squad for it at the moment. Like, just concentrate on the league and the League Cup. Like, try and drop out of it. Like, no disrespect to Newcastle, obviously you want to win everything, but you haven't got the squad at the moment to cope with it.
No, spot on. And I feel like they're struggling a bit with the whole transition of Champions League, and these injuries. You can't. I'm not gonna lie. Anyone would suffer with that many injuries. You know, it's just it's crippling. And they didn't really buy it. If we deep it, they didn't really go into the window and really add to their team. And unfortunately, lost a player who decided that. And
how many players have they signed this summer? Is it only two?
Tonali. Who else did they sign? They signed someone else. When did they get
Barnes? They got Harvey Barnes.
Gordon was last season. Gordon's last
season. It's only two. Was it only two this summer?
Probably two. You know, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think Livramento. I think so. 3.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, 3.
Liver as well. So boy, that's, you see what I'm saying. And I'm not, no disrespect, but the quality is not. You know what I mean? Like the Champions League quality, where you can rotate your team. And now where they've got to win their last 2 games in Champions League, they can't. Like game 4 or 5, you've made it. You can rotate a couple of players, take a couple of out, rest them. You know what I mean? But yeah, they can't even do that. Before we finish on that game, I don't know if you saw the little incident with Kieran Trippier at the end. Now, I think the fans were giving it, and he came over and he said, you know, I've got loads of injuries, whatever. I don't know what your thoughts are. I just wanted to touch on that, see what your thoughts.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I agree with him. Like, they've just lost to a team that obviously not playing to lose, and then a fan giving them jip saying, what are you lot doing, blah blah blah. He's got a point. Like, 13 players out. That team that played on Saturday played on Tuesday in Dortmund. So you've got to give him the slack. There was was there an 18-year-old making his debut, first ever start for Newcastle,
Lewis Miley or something like that.
Yeah, you get what I mean. So what do you expect? Like, you've got Jamal Lascelles playing centre back. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's been good since he's come in. But how much football has he played in the last year? Like, He's played the last 4 or 5 games since Botman's been injured. He's been good, but it's taking its toll, man. They're just obviously fans are going to be fans. Like I'm not going to out the guy for what he said, and everyone's got their own opinion. But I think to me, Trippier was right to like confront him and say, "Look, we gave our best, we lost, man, but we're down to the bare bones, man. Give us a break." You get what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and I think like fans are a bit fickle, man. You know, fans think you're gonna win every game, bro. This is the Premier League. Like, I know as an Arsenal fan, we're gonna play. We might even go to Burnley away and lose. All right, cool. We can banter each other, whatever. But it just happens. It's just one of them things. It's all about beating the bigger or getting points against the bigger teams. We saw last season. You know, that's why we were kind of higher up in the table, because obviously we drove you away, we beat you at home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have all these type of different results. But I feel like fans are just like Newcastle, just up and coming. They're doing their thing. They've got injuries. For the fans to come, I know you're angry, but come on, like have some realism about everything. You know what I mean? So I don't blame Trippier at all. Like, but listen, come Feb, March, depending where they are, listen, they'll be back smiling again. It depends. See, look, just for that Newcastle fan, just so he knows I'm praising his team. So I got to do this part for him. You know what I mean? We'll go into Liverpool now, your beloved. I'll give you my thoughts on that first. Brentford, I never really thought they would win at Anfield. I didn't think that at all. I thought they'd give you a couple of problems because they've got nifty players, Wisa and Bournemouth, Jensen, whatever. But I think you guys at Anfield is such a fun chances. And we said it before again, Alisson will make a save and it's like an ignition. It's literally like, man will make that save. It's like, we got it now. And suddenly you light it up. And I just want to touch on one player. Everyone wants to say Salah. But I want to give Darwin Núñez respect because I know he misses chances, easy chances, but what he does for the team in general, his off the ball runs, but his speed. I think people underestimate how quick this guy is. Like he's actually frightening. And once he gets his finish, no, it's true. Like once he gets his finishing boots on, it's a big problem. I mean, I think you can see that with Klopp. That's why if you look, he was taking out the squad. I'm gonna take you out today. Jota's turn, because he's telling Núñez will be his main focal point. Man's like, listen, you're going to be that guy, but just take your time. Like you realize with Klopp, he don't rush. He don't rush because he knows you've got Jota, you've got Diaz, you've got Salah, you've got who else do you play up? It's obviously I'm talking around it, McAllister and all these Gakpo as well. And you have the opportunity to do that. But I just want to say, like, I think Núñez is going to come good. If it's not this season, he'll have an impact this season, but I think next bang, he's going to explode because listen, it's taking a bit of time, but him and Salah are now building up a partnership. And I read one of my friends, big up Dell, sent me a stat. I don't know if it's true, that said Núñez has more, he's assisted Salah more than Mane did or something in this little space here. I think it's like 8 or 9.
I see that stat as well.
Is that actually true? I
don't know if it's true, but I see that stat as well. I need to look into it. But I saw that stat as well. But I don't know. I don't know if that's true though, because Mane used to set Salah up. So it wasn't. It was a good standard win. I didn't think it was going to be an easy game. The 3-0 scoreline says it was an easy game, but up until we got the second goal, I was still a bit wary of Brentford because they're a big team, man, and getting them balls into the box and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. When Van Dijk's there, I'm not too worried when the ball goes into the box. He gets his head to the ball, and I've got to give him his props as well. This season, he's been a monster, man. He's gone. I wouldn't say he's not the old Van Dijk. He's the new Van Dijk because he ain't going to get back to how he was like 4 or 5 years ago. But, I mean, he's an older player now. Had a bad injury, lost a bit of his speed, but it's like the captaincy has seemed to give him a new energy. Like he's more, he's front-footed now. He's not, he's turning on the afterburners. He's saying, I've still got that speed. Like Mbeumo's quick in it, and I think Mbeumo had like a yard on him, and Van Dijk just ate that space up. It's like, you ain't going nowhere. So it's good. And then what you're saying about Núñez as well, I think he's come on in so much in 12 months. Is in.
Yeah.
He's not an out. He used to be obviously an out and out number 9, like just goals. That's what he was at Benfica. Where now at Liverpool, he seems to be able to, like you said, the assists for Salah. I think he's got 7 of his assists are for Salah. His hold up plays better now. His pressing's a lot better now. Like everything, the whole aspect of his game is a lot better now than it was. He's sort of like he knows the Liverpool system now. He obviously he knows the language now. He speaks a bit better English, so people can commute on the pitch with him a bit more. So yeah, the goals will come like I said, he's going to be hit and miss. That's just how he is. But the thing I like about him, it doesn't get him down. He'll miss a chance, but it's like, yeah, I'll get another one. I'm not worried about that. So yeah, it was a good result, man. Like you said, going into the international break with 3 points is perfect, and then after the international break, we got that City game. So it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, listen, I can't wait for that one. And I think we've got Brentford. When we come back, I think. We've got Brentford away when we come back. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think Liverpool look good. And I do think, I know people say I'm jumping the gun. I think the title race is between us three. I feel like it's gonna be, I say us three, but I think up until Feb, we're gonna have the 3 of us, and then one will, I don't know which one of us will kind of fade a bit, and then the other 2 will kind of go on. But I think it is between us 3 for the league. There's no disrespect to Spurs. I'm not hating. I just feel like we're the 3 that have the type of players and the quality that can take us into them, latter stage of the season to kind of hopefully win it. Salah, don't even just speak on the guy, king. The guy's unbelievable. Scores when he wants, assists when he wants, just puts the afterburners when he feels like it. He'll have the ball, bang, he's just gone. So it's like, again, like I can talk about all your players doing well. I just want to say as well, I'm a bit intrigued by this one. So what's your best 4 as a defense? Because I know you guys recently haven't been playing Konate. Obviously, I know Robertson's injured as well. So would you say Matip is Van Dijk's? Would you say he's the best partner for Van Dijk, basically, what I'm trying to say?
To me, it all depends on the game. Like if we're playing like the proper inverted role, then it has to be Konate because he's got the speed to cover for Trent. But then Matip's done all right there. But for me, the best back 4 is obviously Trent. For me, Trent, Ibu, Van Dijk, and Robinson when he's fit. But then Gomez has come in, he's done well. Matip's done when he's come in. Even young kid Kwanzaa, when he's played, they've all done well. Like
very good.
Everyone's going on about Liverpool saying, "Oh, well, they're worried about us defensively." But we're like just like you, we've only let in 10 goals this season. So what's everyone going on about our defense? Yeah, we concede chances, but that's what you got a goalkeeper for. If your goalkeeper's pulling off saves, that's what he's paid to do. So everyone keeps and then saying that, oh, we haven't got a proper number 6. Like I don't know. I keep saying this to people. I don't know if Klopp wants to play with a traditional number 6 anymore. Like he's got McAllister there.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, it's like he doesn't want to play with one anymore. I don't know if he wants to move away from that, where he just wants his whole midfield 3 interchanging. But that's another thing as well. The midfield surprised me to see how quickly they clicked.
Yeah.
I didn't think they'll click that quickly.
Main one.
That's what I mean. Gravenberch, Jones. Jones has been good.
Yeah. So. What's the young guy's name? The young Serbian fella. Good player. The young one. Is it Serbian?
Bacic, yeah. Spanish.
Yeah, Bacic.
Spanish.
Yeah,
he's got he will obviously come back and then he's pulled up again. But that's always when you've had a long injury, you come back too soon. I think what they're saying with him is he's got growing pains at the moment. His body's growing, so his body's figuring. So that's why they're taking their time with him. So that's another reason why, possibly why he's not getting a DM, because Klopp likes him there. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to stop his pathway through there. So that could be another reason why we haven't gone out and got one. So we'll see.
No, looks good for you. Yeah, I feel like I was saying to someone over there as well. I think like Klopp doesn't want that conventional 6 now. I think, obviously, I think you're linked to Costa or whatever, but I think he likes the the thought of having a free where, okay, do you know what, Gravenberch, I'm gonna put you here, McAllister here, like, because that confusion when you're playing certain teams, you can't handle that. If Liverpool are at the top of their game, I think, as I said, attack wise, I think you guys have the best attack in the league, my opinion anyway.
Yeah.
Like as a collective, you know, some people might have a good, like Haaland's a good striker, but Alvarez is not better than a Jota or Diaz, Nunes, Salah. There's no way. But yeah, no, I think Liverpool look good. They're gonna definitely be up there. It makes me nervy hearing that. And we've got you just before Christmas Day. That's not the game I wanted. You know, I mean, 23rd of December. So if I'm not here 20th to the 30th, I'm on holiday. Yeah, don't be looking for me. But yeah, no, listen, good win for you guys. I'm gonna go Man United now. Man United versus Luton. I think you were saying off camera, United have won 4 out of 5, which we were both shocked about. We're like, what? How with everything that's been going on and how the public have been talking, we're like, really? And I literally checked and I was like, oh, what? And I think he's won the most games. Is it in 80 games or 95 or whatever? He's got the most points, like, or one more games than Klopp, Guardiola, all these managers. So he deserves that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so he deserves credit. But I think the thing for United is you expect better performances. Like, come on, you can't have a Bruno. You're looking at Bruno Fernandes and Rashford as being your linchpins. Obviously, Casemiro's come, he's injured. You want more from Rashford. Like, I'm sorry. I know people, he's better up front. Oh, he's better on wing. He's better. Like, bro, this is Marcus Rashford. I saw a chance he had in this game. I don't know if you've seen it, where they give him a ball and he does this touch, but his touch takes it into the defender. And I'm like, old Rashford, first time.
Yeah.
And I think right now he's playing with doubts at the moment. I think Bruno as well, he's too emotional. So when he's playing, like, he'll scuff a pass, he's like, oh, bare angry, and then that performance becomes bad. And I know people say 1-0 is a good result, whatever, but I'm not gonna lie, as an Arsenal, if my team won 1-0 against Luton at home, I'd be disappointed. Don't know about you.
Yeah, no, the same. Like, everyone's going on about Liverpool's 1-1 draw away, but it wasn't going to be easy. Like, it's a small, old school pitch. You know they're going to be well up for it. They're going to condense the pitch. There's going to be no space for no one, and they can win. But I expect Liverpool to beat them handsomely at home. Bigger pitch, better atmosphere. That's what I think. The same with Man United. Like, they're not playing well, but Luton Luton at home on that big pitch, I expect them to win 3 or 4-0. Realistically. And like you said, their performances have been poor. If they played against like a bigger team, that performance, they'll get beaten, wouldn't they? So
because you've got them in it. What day have you guys got them? Is it?
I think 17th. So we got them the Sunday before we play you, the week before.
Why do I feel? Is it Anfield as well?
Yep.
There's something about, I don't know what it's about you lot playing United. I just feel like you're gonna smoke them. I know you don't want to say it. Keep it quiet for now. We're gonna have that show. I just feel, honestly, I think you lot are gonna pop at that club. I know a lot of people say it's the ball, it's the Glazers and all of that, but sometimes you have to look at the 11 on the pitch. And
yeah, exactly.
I look, Anana's got better. I give Anana credit. His performances are getting a bit better. I give him that. I think Wan-Bissaka and Dalot have been Maguire, give him his dues. He's probably been their best defender in this little period now. Midfield, Bruno's been poor. I think McTominay's been all right. And I just look at them. Højlund has been obviously a shining light for them, but they're just so what's it called? Like, they're so packed. In terms of the squad, a very mix and match. It feels like you got Maguire there, Lindelof, and then Mounts coming in, and then Højlund. Like, it's just no cohesion. That's the word I'm looking for. Like, I don't feel there's enough cohesion, and I feel like you can beat the Lutons, you can beat a Brentford, but now we're gonna see when you're playing. You're gonna go Anfield. Now we're gonna see, because I'm not gonna lie. Like someone said, that game is normally the one. If you smoke them, that's where suddenly, like, wow, this manager, I don't know, because that's the game where, like, the doubts start coming for each manager. Just like, you've just been smoked to Anfield, your rivals. And I think, like, you lot are going to really come for him in that one. So, but yeah, let's see what happens. Like, Luton, I give them credit, because, again, I thought they were going to get smoked. But they've stood their ground, and I apologize to Luton fans, because I said they would finish with the lowest points total. I passed it on to Sheffield United. I did say that, so I was wrong. Hold my hands up. But yeah, listen, United won 1-0 and we buzzing going to the break. And as we said after, they've got some tricky fixtures. So yeah, we'll see I think they've got Chelsea come up as well. So that could be a real interesting one, That's the one where all us fans are waiting on Twitter to see who loses and just start tweeting, start putting all the memes and everything, you know what I mean? Other than that, my beloved, we won 3-1. Nothing to mention there. Yeah, Trossard, I just want to shout him out as well. I don't think he gets enough credit. And Nketiah is good. He scores goals. But I think with Trossard, what people are forgetting? There was that season where Trossard scored at every big ground. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And he
scored a hat-trick against
Anfield,
us last year. Scored a
hat-trick at Anfield. Scored at Old Trafford. Yeah, exactly. Old Trafford. Scored at Etihad. Scored, I think, against City at the home ground. Amex, sorry. And he's quality. Right foot, left foot. You know what I mean? I think he's the type of player where I think we need to stick with him. He needs to stay fit. He's very, very important for us. Like I put him in the same league as like Rice now, where it's like we need them to play to have a chance of winning a game. It was a great game. Burnley, so you know what? They are awful. Sorry. So I'll get back to my club, but I think Burnley companies come and he thinks he can do pet playbook with Josh Brownhill and these players that I've never heard of. You can't do that. I think you have to know your limitations. Luton have come in and they've made it difficult at home. Like, you guys, when you play them, they drew. But this guy's coming here thinking he can play Barcelona football with these lot, and you're getting peppered. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to get sacked soon.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, slow your roll. Like, don't get me wrong. You've got your principles of playing football, but sometimes you need to like throw that out the window, man. Like, you played brilliant in the Championship, give him your dues, but this ain't the Championship company, man. You come up and you need to like respect the league, like respect your players. Like, just play football to get you enough points so you can stay up. So next season you can get more players. You can play your style of football in the Premiership, and then move from there. But it's like, I'm sticking to my principles. Boy, by Christmas you could be gone, mate. Like you as well as Burnley, because they've won one game this year, I think it is.
Boy, that's madness, bro. Mad. And have they played any of the other smaller teams yet?
I think the only one they beat, I think they beat Luton away. I think that's the only one game they've won this year.
2-1, yeah.
But that's for Arsenal. I thought it was a good solid performance, man. Just get the job done, innit? Get the points with no drama, and I think that's what he's done. I'm with you with Trossard. I think he should play ahead of Nketiah because he's more suited to your system to Jesus. So he's sort of like the similar players. Like they can bring others into the game. They can drop into midfield, pick up the ball, and you saw it. Saka and Saka and Martinelli played better because of him. Same in the week against was it Seville? Seville you played in the Champions League, So again, you saw the difference in their play when he played. So that's what I think it is. You've got to play something similar, because with Eddie, don't get me wrong, Eddie's a goal scorer, but he can't drop into midfield. He can't really link up the play too well. He's just an out and out goal scorer, and he doesn't suit your system. I know obviously Arteta seems to love him, but he doesn't work out for you for your system.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm glad you picked up on it, because I thought I was one of the few that saw it. I feel like when Nketiah plays, he's like a focal point, if you get what I'm saying. And it's like the way Saka and Martinelli play, it's like they bomb on, but they've got to find him in the box. You know what I'm saying? I think with Trossard, you can trust him to kind of drop, and then they can go on or mix it up. Or Trossard might go, Martinelli, I'm going to go out left, you go. And I think, he's a bit more, fluid when he's playing. And it's like Jesus, the difference being Jesus is a bit more robust, gets busy, but Trossard's a bit more silky with it. And I think he scored like 7 goals in last, I think it's like 9 games or 10 games. So he's been important. I just want to touch on my guy though, Saliba, because he's been. Listen, you know what? I'm obviously I gas it up when I say he's the best in the world, whatever. People see him on Twitter, gas him because that's my favorite player, Arsenal. But I think he brings such a calmness to us, and I think you've seen it as well, where sometimes he'll have the ball, even if he's not even facing ahead, he somehow knows where he'll turn or flick it over the player's head. And I'm like, to do that in that type of pressure situation, phenomenal. You know what I mean? And I just want to say as well, just a quick one. You saw it already. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a big Saliba fan. I woke up on Saturday. No, when did we play? Saturday. And you know where I'm going with this. I put a tweet, people. Yeah. My tweet was, I feel today Saliba will score. Random, I know, but he's going to score. When he scored, oh my gosh, I was like, I know my guy. Yeah. Everyone's asking me for lottery numbers and all that now. But it just felt like that type of game. You know, them type of games where, you know, your defender's going to get a goal, like the Burnleys and the. Like, I'll be like, no. He definitely ain't nicking no goal. But you just want to touch on him again. I just do it every week anyway.
I think he's a top player. He's a top centre back. He's got it all. You can see why you missed him last year, like, and why Gabriel missed him.
Big time. We missed him big time. Yeah.
He's a top quality centre back. Like, you can't knock him at all. So we'll see now that Ibu's not gone to the French squad. We'll see if he gets a start for France now that Ibu's not there.
You snaked us. You lot snaked us, bro. He wasn't supposed to start, and you, man, come with a whole, you know, Ibu's got to stay. No, I don't want Saliba to start, bro. God, man, you lot resting in that, you know. It's going to finish off on Villa Fulham. Villa won 3-1. Listen, I just want to say with Villa, I'm not surprised how good they're doing because they had a good window. Good manager, as we said, good Europa League pedigree. Champions League, Emery's never really done the best in Champions League. So, you know what I mean? It's always been Europa. But I feel like Villa was a perfect team for him. Not too much pressure. Can buy players. And don't you feel, I don't know if it's just me, don't you feel like they right now give you that feel of Sevilla at their peak? Like how they play, like two defenders, like the solid defenders. You've got Konza and is it Powell who plays centre back with him?
Paulina? Yeah.
Pau Torres. Pau
Torres, that's the one. Yeah.
Pau Torres, yeah. So you've got Pau Torres, and then obviously right back you've got Cash, Daniel, whatever. But I think their midfield is where they do very, very well. And I think Douglas Luiz doesn't get enough credit. Boubacar Kamara. But I think McGinn, I think I mention him every week. This guy is absolutely solid. And you remember when he first started, he was just playing in centre mid. He wasn't bombing on. But now he's doing up and down. And he reminds me of like a traditional Ferguson player, Sir Alex. You know, the Darren Fletcher thing. Like, that's what I see, you know what I mean? That's what I see with him. And I think every club, you need one. You need one player that can do the bombing up and down to do well. And they're going to cause problems, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so apprehensive about playing them. I wish we played them already. You played them already, innit? Early.
Yeah, we played them at Anfield. I was lucky, man. We beat them 3-0. So I was happy about
that. Got out of the way already. And you said at the time, you were like, Villa's not the one you want to be going to. And I think we've got them. I think it's like a 5:30 kickoff. I'm like, oh my god. No, they look very, very good. I don't know. What's your thoughts on Villa?
I think they're doing brilliant, man. Like. Emery's got him playing some great football. Obviously, you know, my brother's a Villa fan. So he told me that 13 unbeaten at home now. 13 games unbeaten at home. That's a record, man. That's a record as it is. Like you said, they had a great summer. Brought some good players. Tielemans started on Sunday.
I actually didn't know that, you know. Wow.
Yeah, he looked good. So so it's Tielemans, Kamara, McGinn, and Luis in midfield. So
how do they play that midfield? Sorry, because I didn't see the line. So
I think it's like,
who plays the DM?
So the DM is Kamara. So it's Kamara the DM.
Okay.
Luis playing centre midfield. Tielemans was playing off the left. Tielemans playing off the left, and McGinn off the right. And then obviously Diaby just floating in between and Watkins up front. So Yeah,
That's a nice.
they're
That's a
they're a
nice
dangerous
team.
team. It is, and
Yeah.
like I said, I'm thinking about it.
Mm.
Like well, three of their top players are out, isn't it? They got the left back they got
Oh
last
yeah,
year.
shoot.
He's in.
Um.
What's his name?
Oh.
What's his name?
Alex. Was it Alex Moreno?
Yeah, he's
Is it
out.
Moreno? Yeah.
Yeah. Centre back. Centre
Diogo
back forward.
Carlos.
No, not him. He's there. The English one. What's his name?
Oh,
I forgot
Mings.
his name.
Mings.
Mings. Yeah, Mings is out,
Mings. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and then what's it called? Brendia. He's out as well, isn't he?
Oh yeah, Sugar. Damn. And they're still
Yeah.
riding high like this.
That's what I'm saying, man. They're
Yeah.
dangerous. I'm looking for that away
Mm.
picture. I'm hoping it's what's it called? You know what? I might put a cheeky bet on them to win the what's it called? European.
The European.
Yeah.
What else they're in it? Conference.
They're in the conference. Yeah, I might put a cheeky bet on them to win that conference.
No, they look very good, and I think it is with Emery's teams are normally solid. They work hard. I think the goalkeeper though, I just think with him, he's good. But when someone thinks they're better than they are, and I think that World Cup has gassed him. Like honestly,
Yep.
do you see that?
Well,
we saw the last week.
Forest.
Man thought you could
The
tip
Forest.
it over. What are you doing, bro? Like seriously,
Yeah.
and I mean, you could have gone with the other hand, but keepers love to do this right hand thing, like bang, and obviously it goes in. But I think they will upgrade on him though. You know what I mean?
Do you think?
I think
they will
upgrade on him. I think what it is. I think Emery's the type of manager where he's probably looking at that now, going, okay, cool. If he takes them to Europa League level, he might give it maybe one more season, or he might go and find a better goalkeeper in Spain, because I think Valencia have got a decent goalkeeper actually. I can't remember his long name, Maramashvili or whatever, something like that. So I think that he might go to Spain and look for a goalkeeper, because their mistakes, like he's doing a lot of them. Martinez, it's not the first time he's done that. You know what I mean? He does it quite a lot, and I feel like he's a very animated character. And we saw the whole thing in the World Cup. Man got the Golden Glove. He's all doing this. You know what I mean? Like all showing off and all that. So I do think eventually they'll look to maybe upgrade him. But as I said, so far they're just beating teams. Like I feel like when they're at home, I don't see them losing unless they're playing a top team. I always know they're gonna win. Like they just have too much energy. And things they're doing Europe and the league. You know what I mean? And that's that's the signs of a good manager. And the difference between Howe and Emery is that Emery's done it before. He's done it at Arsenal, he's done it at Villarreal, he's done it at Valencia. So he knows how to cope with doing Europe to league or league to Europe, whatever way you want to look at it.
How many changes?
And they look good.
How many changes need to make as well? Exactly, like all the changes. How many?
And you always have to make changes. Always have to make changes. Like you guys do it when you play Europa. Mix the squad around, changes. But you don't mix it to the point. 9 changes, but you don't mix it to the point where it's like it's a crap team, you're going to get battered. Like Toulouse, obviously, you got robbed in that one. I will admit, to get the point. But you have to learn to adjust and rotate your squad. And Howe can't do that at the moment, and that's where I think they're struggling. I feel like that's where Villa are flourishing. And their next game, Spurs away. Come on, Villa. I honestly can't see any way Spurs beat them. I genuinely can't. If Villa come back, everyone fit.
They got.
Yeah, no way.
Squad.
Innit? Like no way at all. I just really can't see it. But listen, we're gonna see what happens. But listen, that's our wrap up for game week 12. I want to big up my guy Skants for coming on. The resident Newcastle fan. I think he got a bit scared. You know what I mean? I think he thought, what? I've been putting all my you don't know ones, bro. Like he's like, no, I've been on my live stream. I don't want the smoke today. But listen, it's all love anyway. It's all love. But I'm sure you'll be with us the next one. And I want to big up the rest of them as well. I think we're gonna do some stuff during international break anyway. Got a few things lined up and some big stuff coming for us actually. This little group we've got going here. So I'm really looking forward to it, man. But listen, Skants, my bro, thanks for coming on.
No worries.
Now we just pray that our players do not get injured. This is the one where it's like, it's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible.
I hate it.
It is like, I don't know if you're like me. I'm weird. Like I'll check Twitter after. I always check Twitter. I'm like,
Yeah,
did the match
after
finish?
the games,
Anyone
yeah.
injured? I have to know, bro. Yeah, I have to know, bro. I have to know what's happened. You know what I mean? But I don't think you have all your so Nunes and all them not going Salah and everyone like that.
Yeah, Nunes, they all
Oh, bro.
going. I see Suarez got called up to the Uruguayan squad, so hopefully Nunes will get a break in one of them games. Hopefully.
Mm, mm, mm.
Who else? It all depends where they're playing. I hope none of them are playing in Bolivia.
Yeah.
Is it Bolivia? Is that the one with, like, it's got
I,
that's where
altitude
the
madness.
I hope none of them are playing
Is that the
there,
one
man.
where wait? Is that around the one where Messi puked that time? It was, isn't it?
Yeah,
Where
that's
Messi
when
was
what's it
puking on the
called?
pitch.
What's his name? McAllister had an oxygen mask on.
Mm.
Like after the game, you're like, what the hell, man? What's going on? And that's when he started against Wolves and looked like he was half dead. And had to get taken off at half time.
Why
Yeah,
am I
I
laughing
hope none
so
of them are
much? But
playing.
that's a
Yeah. And then obviously
that's a
Luis,
madness, though.
and then Diaz is going back obviously back to Colombia. So
Yeah.
obviously
Mm.
everyone knows what happened to him. So he'll
Yeah.
probably see his dad. So I don't know how much football
Mm.
he'll play, but
Mm.
yeah. And like I said, 12:30 game
Mm.
against what's it called? Man City, and half our team don't get back until like Wednesday and Friday, or Wednesday and Thursday before the game.
Premier League, innit? Premier League,
Wow.
bro. Premier League, Premier League. But again, that's a story. That's for another show because we'll be here for ages to talk about. But listen, once again, bro, thanks for coming on. Listen,
No
you
problem.
guys tune in SkantsTV, YouTube. He does his previews, reviews. Obviously, we all get together as one, do our bit. Listen, make sure to check him out, follow, subscribe, all of that. And obviously, you know me, your host, Matt from BoTNPodcast. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, you name it. I'm trying to blow. But listen, I'm about, man. But listen, thanks guys for tuning in. We'll be back soon. Peace.
Take it easy.